Welcome to IBN India Business News. For May Week 4, 2024. IBN is a weekly business news capsule for various segments comprising business leaders, managers, researchers, scholars, business management students and teachers. IBN presents each week's important business events across various sectors in a sequential manner for convenient consumption of information. Advertising, research, consulting sectors. Financing plans of Shapoorji Pallonji Group have received a setback with CARE Ratings cutting the credit rating of group company Goswami Infratech Private Ltd's non-convertible debentures. Rating on these NCDs has been downgraded from CARE BBB to CARE BB. India Incorporated sees increase in overall percentage of women in senior roles. The percentage of women in senior leadership roles increased from 16.6% in 2016 to 18.7% in 2023, but dipped slightly to 18.3% in 2024. Three Indian companies, Reliance Industries, Tata Group, and the Serum Institute, have been included in the annual Times Magazine Global 100 Most Influential Companies of 2024. Grant Thornton became the largest accounting firm to sell a piece of itself to private equity investors, giving it more financial firepower to make acquisitions and investments. Auto sector. For the first time in over 50 years, the British luxury car manufacturer JLR will assemble its iconic Range Rover and Range Rover Sport models outside the United Kingdom. The new assembly line will be established in Tata Motors' manufacturing facility in Pune, Maharashtra. BYD, the Chinese automaker backed by Warren Buffett, has unveiled two new plug-in hybrid sedans, the Chean L and Seal 06, that boast an impressive driving range of over 1,300 miles on a single tank of fuel and fully charged battery. Gurgaon-based Tesla Power Private Limited has asked its partners and vendors to remove the Tesla logo from their electric scooters following the Delhi High Court order prohibiting the sale and advertisement of products related to the Tesla trademark. Find the video useful? Like, share and subscribe. Aviation sector. Air India announced salary hike of up to 15,000 rupees for pilots and annual performance bonus of up to 1.8 lakhs. The airline's revised salaries will be effective from April 1st. Elon Musk's SpaceX has initiated discussions about selling existing shares in a deal that could value the company at roughly $200 billion. Boeing CFO Brian West announced that the company's cash flow was worse than expected and that Boeing would likely be cash flow negative for the entire year due to production and supply chain issues. Ukraine war keeps Air India on top of non-stop routes to the US. Air India now operates 51 weekly non-stop flights to the United States. Indigo has launched a new feature during web check-in that allows female passengers to see which seats have been pre-booked by other female passengers. This initiative aims to make the travel experience more comfortable and safe for women. Find the video useful? Like, share and subscribe. Core sector. Utkarsh Desai, Corporate Center Head of L&T Construction, outlined L&T's vision to achieve carbon neutrality by 2040 through cutting-edge digitization and technological integration. Hindalco's Novelis files draft papers to target $12.6 billion valuation via US IPO. Novelis is offering 45 million shares and aims to raise $945 million in its US public offer. Shell focuses on enabling LNG-based mobility in India, set to foray into compressed biogas. Shell Energy India is looking to supply more LNG as transport fuel along with collaborating with companies that set up LNG stations. Tata Steel will invest $2.1 billion in its Singapore arm. The fund infusion has two objectives: first, repaying the debt of its offshore entities, and second, funding the rejig of its loss-making UK business. JSW Steel is producing JSW Magshaw, a zinc magnesium aluminium alloy-coated steel product, to replace imports in India. The product, which had a demand of around 100,000 tons in 2023 to 24, is expected to reach 250,000 tons this year due to renewable energy. Finance sector. Citi has asked about 600 US employees, who were earlier eligible to work remotely, to commute to company offices full-time. Citigroup, HSBC Holdings, and Barclays are ordering more staffers to report to company offices 5 days a week. Fintech startup, Pocket ATM intends to become a Blinkit for banking, enabling inclusion and doorstep banking. Pocket ATM intends to extend its services to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities by encouraging merchants to exchange cash for customers using UPI transactions. Fintech companies Bharat Pay and PhonePe have settled a long-standing trademark dispute over the use of the suffix pay in their brand names. The two companies had been involved in legal battles for 5 years. PayPal is launching an ad network that will leverage its vast user data, 6.5 billion payments by 400 million customers, to drive growth. Led by Uber's former head of advertising, PayPal Ads will utilize AI and consumer behavior insights for targeted advertising. Asset manager 360 ONE WAM is in talks with investors to raise a 4,000 crore secondaries fund, a vehicle typically used to buy stakes in companies from other investors or replace another investor in multiple firms. Zerodha's Nikhil Kamath moots device-free Sundays to tackle short attention span. He suggested a practical solution to reclaim some control over our lives with a practice of, last Sunday of every month no devices. Goldman Sachs announced raising over $20 billion for senior direct lending through its latest fund, West Street Loan Partners 5. This fund targets private equity-backed global businesses, aiming to capitalize on the growing demand for alternative financing. Jio Financial Services unveils Jio Finance app in beta version. This app seamlessly integrates digital banking, UPI transactions, bill settlements, insurance advisory, and offers a consolidated view of accounts and savings. American Express zooms ahead as Gen Z gets hooked on card rewards. Amex has called out benefits aimed at experiences, and in particular dining, as a notable driver. Millennial and Gen Z US consumers on average use their cards at restaurants over 70% more often than older spenders. Avendus has launched its late-stage Future Leaders Fund 3 with a total corpus of $350 million. The SEBI-registered Category 2 Alternative Investment Fund will also have a green shoe option of up to 1,500 crore rupees. Find the video useful? Like, share and subscribe. Government and regulators. LinkedIn is reviewing an order from the Ministry of Corporate Affairs after its Indian arm was fined for violating significant beneficial ownership norms under the Companies Act, 2013. Delhi High Court has issued a directive to Bharat Pay co-founder Ashnir Grover and his wife, Madhuri Jain Grover, to provide a security deposit of 80 crore rupees before embarking on their journey to the United States. Chinese firms trying to buffer themselves from Washington's anti-China policies are rebranding and creating US-domiciled businesses to sell their wares, as the US government expands the entity lists that restrict Chinese companies' business dealings in the US. Hospitality and tourism sector. EaseMyTrip resumed online flight and hotel bookings for Maldives after suspending it in support of the government amid India-Maldives row in January. Weeks after withdrawing its draft IPO papers, OYO had made a profit after tax of nearly 100 crore rupees in 2023 to 24. Realty, Infra, Logistics sector. Infra Market, an India-based real tech company, raised $50 million from Mars Unicorn Fund. This brings the total investment from Mars Unicorn Fund in Infra Market to $100 million. Find the video useful? Like, share and subscribe. Retail sector. District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission ordered Britannia Industries and a local bakery to pay 60,000 rupees in compensation to a consumer for selling underweight biscuit packets. Valued at $35 to $36 billion, Flipkart plans to expand with Google's cloud collaboration. Flipkart has closed a funding round of about $1 billion that includes $350 million from Alphabet's Google. Amazon has agreed to acquire MX Player to expand its video streaming services portfolio in India's market. MX Player will complement Amazon's Prime Video and Mini TV services. Startup sector. Seattle-based early-stage venture fund Pienza Ventures is betting big on SaaS-based B2B Indian startups with an initial $5 million booty and a unique accelerator program to facilitate market access to the US. High Street Essentials, the parent company of fashion brands India and Fabali, has raised 50 crore rupees in a mix of equity and debt to expand its presence in India's wedding and occasion wear market. Juspay-backed Nama Yatri is looking to expand its ride-hailing services in Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns after a fresh capital infusion that's expected to be finalized soon. Anand Yadi, an Indian-born software tycoon, has acquired majority stake in WeWork, following a federal bankruptcy court's decision to transfer control of the co-working giant to its creditors. Find the video useful? Like, share and subscribe. Tech sector. Nvidia Corporation has reported blockbuster earnings, with profit and revenue soaring as the company's dominance in chips for artificial intelligence applications fueled extraordinary demand. Reliance Industries Limited's new venture, Tira, is leaning on AI tools that can suggest perfumes or cosmetics to woo customers and score over rivals in the growing Indian beauty sector. Wipro's former CEO Thierry Delaporte became the highest-paid top boss in the Indian IT sector for the financial year ending March 2024, earning $20.1 million. HCL Tech announced its $225 million all-cash deal to acquire assets of Hewlett-Packard Enterprise's Communications Technology Group. Meta has found likely AI-generated deceptive content on Facebook and Instagram, including comments praising Israel's handling of the Gaza conflict. These comments appeared under articles from global news organizations and statements from US lawmakers. Apple Incorporated is seeking a senior engineer to help build a television and sports app for Android, a sign the company is finally bringing its TV Plus service to the rival smartphone platform. Google is refining the use of AI overviews in response to search queries after users reported strange and incorrect answers. The Alphabet unit launched AI overviews earlier this month to US users. TCS faces questions on harassment and pay disparity. The company's median salary differentiation for its male and female employees also came under scrutiny. Telecom sector. Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries is venturing into Africa with NGIC, a telecoms company in Ghana providing 5G broadband services. Radisys, a subsidiary of Jio Platforms, announced a partnership with NextGen Infra to establish shared 4G and 5G fixed broadband network infrastructure in Ghana. Find the video useful? Like, share and subscribe. See you next week. Till then, stay curious. Stay informed.